go from M&T Bank Stadium. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Kick. Spit it up. Spit it out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Spit it out.
Right here.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Spit it out.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
I got you.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson, rolling to his left. Now he'll pull it down. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Opted to run for it, the decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 57.
The toss right. This is Ingram. And an alley to run. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Sliding out of the pocket. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Steps away. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 13 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They gotta love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Nice little juke. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. They go play action with Wilson.
None of that.
Pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
To throw is Wilson. Forced out to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And, Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Pick.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they're throwing interception, and they're going to come away empty.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
Get.
A 2nd down carry for Procise. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. 6-0 our score after 1. On 3rd down, Wilson steps away to his left. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
48,
Here we go on 4th.
Sack, man, come on.
And he's got Lockett. Tyler Lockett, the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 78 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
They run the counter. Ingram. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
Now a play fake here on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. First down, the run with Lynch. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And a loose football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well. Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Jackson now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Rolling to his right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. With that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well in Deshaun Watson that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as the team that can go deeper because of their defense. That's really a top 5 defense on any given Sunday. Their ability to rush the passer, their ability to play the ball in the air. I like that Tennessee team, and I think Ryan Tannehill, the switch to him at quarterback, has really energized that club.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson caught right side at Snead. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Let's go.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. 15 on it. 15 on it. Me and you on deck. On deck. I'm coming after you.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Third and long. It's Wilson.
Bro, come on.
Oh, wide open. Complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down.
First down, Seahawks.
12. No. Check 99. Check 99. Check 9. Check tempo.
Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
36 power. He's checking.
Second and inches at the 44-yard line.
Wilson now off the bootleg. Trying to lay one up deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. And this will be taken at the 13. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Where you going? And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested. And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive.
Get out that block. Get out that block. Get out that block.
Game long.
Woo, boy, I was
just about every time. And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch.
Man, come on.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Hello.
11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back. And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense. I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was. Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one by the line of scrimmage. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating. Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks. Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. Buying time to his left. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 3 quarters have come and gone. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Lynch. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough task here, though. 3rd and long. Here's Wilson.
What the fuck?
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some
punt, nigga. You can't challenge that. You don't need any trying.
Fatigue. That one came up short. Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Okay, Keith.
Myers' kick is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Play action. Now Jackson on the move to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left side.
What the fuck?
But this ball's tipped and intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it.
Man, I don't like this.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Check, go. Check, 48.
Hey, that bullshit,
We ain't
man.
giving up nothing today. One left. We don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. No chance.
Bucket side of the
48,
foot for
48
real.
for Mike. Let's make these.
The 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have
Give me a
anything
good field
left.
goal, G.
Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, Jackson. He's got it to Ingram. Complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Get out of the way.
Back to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Damn, I always see the play when I click off the motherfucker. I did it again. I don't know.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Jackson to throw. This one complete to Ingram. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
He's back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ingram.
I want to run the clock out. You know what I'm saying? All he wants to
but
go.
not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
That
Well, I
way,
guess at the very least, they got the
clock
tackle
out,
from
man.
keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't
Oh,
you?
he
But
wants
guess
to go,
what?
man.
Everything changes
You know
now
what?
after that big play. They've got a chance to
I want to run the
strike.
clock out.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain
Yo,
of
I knew you were
6.
gonna call
2nd
one.
and goal.
I knew you were
Now
gonna
the
call
Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
What I want to do to this nigga fat? Wait, let me take no time. Let me go stop.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And
Tell what I
they're
need to do
gonna
this
get
nigga, man.
the
We're going to get the
timeout
easy
call.
field goal. We're
down to 4 seconds to go in this football game.
Word, I got you, my
So
G.
it's up now to
I
one
got
of the
you,
most
my G.
accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a
I got you,
timeout
my
call.
G. I got you that way.
So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And this is no good. Oh, by a matter of inches, he missed it wide to the right.
This shit iced
Well,
the fuck
befitting a
out of me.
tight game like this, it all came down to the wire. But in the end, the field goal to win, it goes begging.
Oh, man, that is a tough way to lose a football game. You put yourself in position, and you give yourself a chance. But it's just not meant to be.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were really helped by their defense.
Run that shit back, Turbo.
Right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
I should have went on and ran that bitch again up in there.